Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome to the beginning of my Let's Play of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light. Just like our Let's Play of Smash Brawl a few years ago, we're going to be taking a look at pretty much exclusively the story mode for the case of this Let's Play. I believe my title screen might look different to yours depending on where you are in the game, because at this point I've completed it 100%, and I'm also working on a hard mode playthrough on my personal spare time, but I may never actually complete it because we're doing this Let's Play of said World of Light. So what is World of Light? Well, it's effectively this game's story mode, and not only that, but also its event mode. Spirits effectively work, and also at the same time, spirits themselves actually basically work like stickers did back in Brawl, where you would find them, except this is the main mode, so you're going to be largely collecting them mostly. And you'll be collecting them and applying them to your character. So depending on what character you choose, you'll be able to apply different stats and things. For the sake of this Let's Play, we're going to be doing a 100% playthrough of the base game. And also to boot, this game came out in 2018. We are now in 2024, which means this game has been out for quite some time. So we have the advantage of hindsight, which means, well, more like just being in the future, which means we get to actually play as a few more characters in our journey, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So without further ado, we should just get right into it. I think this was us testing multiplayer. Yeah, it was the end of last year. So as you can see, there's a crown on my second profile. This is my main profile. I'll never get rid of it. And then there's this profile, which is the like a new game plus, which I'm still not 100% sure like what the differences are, other than you just have all your spirits. I assume you just start with absolutely nothing with this. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this save data. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start on normal. We might want to go to hard, but it's been quite the minute since I played Smash Ultimate. So we're going to give it... I don't think that you can actually change the difficulty down, but you can change the difficulty up. But without further ado, this is actually a pretty cool cutscene, so...
Don't let a single one get away!
We'll each need to take down about 10.
Stow your fear. It's now or never.
We'll win this. I know we will.
With an army of master hands under control, the fighters and their countless stories. Came to an end as the light consumed. Playable fighters aren't the only ones that got consumed by the light. Thus, the universe was crushed in the hands of Galeem. Those who fought the light were devoured. The others lost their bodies and became spirits. Only one survived. A star of hope twinkles faintly as the dust settles in the new world. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light. Amiibo! Galeem copied the fallen fighters, creating an empty puppets in their likeness. Then Galeem forced the captive spirits to pull the puppet strings. This army of puppet fighters spread themselves across the last remaining world. Can anyone fear the spirits from Galeem's control? Well, I know a particular Star Warrior. Is there any hope for the fallen fighters? Find out next time. Fucking the journey to defeat Galeem begins. That was a goofy, odd transition. Sorry, I got a little choked up during the beginning part there because, like, it hit me, like, right in the nostalgia bone a little bit. Alright, well, we have our end goal to defeat the light. So yeah, this is the overworld. It's, a thing. Smoky Porg. Spirits. Spirits are beings whose bodies who have been claimed by Galeem, the Lord of Light. Galeem traps the spirits within puppet fighters and forces them to do his bidding. When you defeat a puppet fight, a spirit battle. When you defeat a puppet fighter, you'll free the spirit trapped within. Free as many spirits as you can. Primary spirits can raise the fighter's attack and defense stats. You'll want to first select your primary spirit. So, we shouldn't be allowed to have any spirits at this point. This defeats the whole point of a new game plus, because I can just literally equip any spirit. So for the sake of this first fight, we're supposedly not supposed to have any spirit. So, I guess, should we go into, like, how? So, basically, every character you can possibly think of, except for, like, a few, even from series that aren't represented as fighters in this game, are represented as spirits. Some are primary and some are secondary. Primary spirits, or all spirits, come in four different types, similar to like Pokemon, or more similarly to, more similarly to like Fire Emblem, and it's like a rock, paper, scissors. So you have attack, grab, and shield, and then you also have just neutral, which is whom we're fighting against here. We're fighting against a neutral fighter. So then you can select your primary, which could be up to level 5 stars, I believe, and then depending on who you choose, they can have either 1, 2, or 3 secondary slots for you to put in your secondary thing, and they all have different abilities, different styles, tons upon tons of different traits and actions and things that you can do with them. Like, for example, this guy's skill damages enemies while dashing into them. Also, they have a level up system, just like Pokemon as well, which means if you level them up to a certain rank, you can effectively like power them up even more. And you can see on the bottom they have an attack and defense stat down there. And then of course you have an overall power, which means you want to have a higher power over your enemies. In this case, his power is 1600, and then you have a total team power, which includes your support power. And then obviously you have special abilities and things like that. There's also special spirits and fighter spirits, which are more powerful than just your generic Metagross here. Obviously they'll have a higher star value as well. So let's say we chose Andros, for example. We can now have the option to pick a couple secondary fighters as well. And these don't have any type. They're just secondary, and they're mostly used for like abilities. However, certain characters, like say Celebi here or Roxas, which I forget that these characters are even in the game. Roxas here takes up 3 slots. You know, it takes up 3 secondary slots, but instead it has a very high weapon attack and move speed up. So these are basically just your generic stickers, whereas your primary spirits will basically be your main thing here. Now, we can actually choose to level them up. Leveling up spirits feed snacks to primary spirits in order to quickly gain their levels. Some spirits won't realize their true potential until they reach level 99. So once they reach level 99, then they reach their true potential. But some spirits actually are capable of evolving, and in that case, they will go back down to level 0, and you have to risk that. You can level them up by giving them small, medium, and large snacks, and also cores that we can find throughout our adventure. I think where we are going to get our like where the New Game Plus thing comes into play is where the New Game Plus thing starts to come into play is like the cores that you have or the fighters that you have, so you can just use anybody. I think, I'm not really sure, but again, like at this point in the game, because technically I shouldn't have any spirits at this point, I'm going to start a few of them without spirits, just to sort of get a vibe, and then from then on I'm just going to pretty much just use the auto pick button, because honestly it's there's so many freaking spirits in this game. I don't even have them all, and it's like impossible to like go through it. So that's basically the gist of it. But basically, the primary element of this mode is figuring out what spirits will work well against the other spirits, because the other spirits are still going to have different abilities, right? They're going to have different effects that they're going to put on you, and you have to find a way to combat that. And of course, the fighter is going to be important as well. For the sake of the story, we can only play as Kirby, but I'm like 99% sure you can play as DLC at some point, but for now we can only play as Kirby. I don't know when you can start playing as DLC. I'll have to find that out for next episode. But again, for the sake of this, we aren't going to equip any spirits because it's assuming that we open this game up fresh. And otherwise, this game would be too easy, right? Because our power level is just like way above these early areas. Also, this game, there's a lot of levels, and it's not like I'm gonna like dedicate every see, this guy has the ability to metal shift, so we're gonna probably be able to experience that. Now he started to become more aggressive. I don't know why, but only slowly over time do they start becoming more aggressive. I don't know why. Also, weapons start appearing that are based on whatever you're fighting as well. Again, this is where it starts to become more like event mode, because everything that you do or everything is a reference to whatever the spirit you're fighting is. So the abilities, the map, the music, etc. are all related to Smorky Prog in this case. And then we get various other rewards as well to level up spirits. Rescuing spirit. Rescued spirits will join your cause. Each spirit is different and you can help in its own way. If a primary spirit has an open slot, you can attach a support spirit to it. Support spirits have special skills, so experimenting with different spirits in combination is in your best interest. So yeah, this game is a little interesting and the way it's structured. So I think what I'll do is probably just play for like 30 minutes. For the sake of this video, I'm going to play for 45 minutes because I had a lot of explaining to do. So there's a lot of explaining to do, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little more time. Or maybe I'll find depending on what the situation is, like we end a dungeon or something like that, we'll, if we end like a dungeon or something and it's like a good place to end, then we'll just do that. So you notice with this level here, the best fighter that could possibly represent Eevee is Yoshi here, because Eevee is not actually in the game. And so for this case of this, like we're not on for the last stage, right, with Smokey Prog thing, whatever it is from Pikmin, we were on a Pikmin stage, and it was Mario that was the fighter. That doesn't quite make any sense, right? But it does make sense or it does make sense, like, I guess it was like, okay, well, if it's a Pikmin series character, right, we should be playing as Olimar, but that's not necessarily the case. It's anything that is closely related to the spirit of choice. So in the case of Eevee, Yoshi is kind of the perfect fit for that. In the background, it obviously played the Pokemon music, but for some reason it used the Yoshi's Island map, and I don't know why. And again, also as well, the version of the map is specific as well, because you notice that in that Pikmin stage, I'm not remembering exactly what the name of it is at the time, at the top of my head right now. It was in the Omega version, so those are things that are important as well, which again makes it more like event mode. And in this case, we are in we're in oh wait, no, this is not the Omega version, never mind. Just kidding. Oh my, ain't no way. I just got because I think that's the point of the character, yeah, is to just sleep on you. The point of the character is just to sleep on you. I don't know much about Celeste, so yeah, I don't know much about Celeste, so. And again, instead of being more focused on like a random event, they're more focused on specific characters as well. And these are the fighters. These are the actual characters that are being held hostage. The captive fighters are being copied to create puppet fighters. The only way to free them from Galeem's control is to defeat them in battle. Now this is weird, right? Because I believe every fighter is fought on Battlefield, or Final D, so that makes it more cinematic, but even then, we will still fight Mario later on in the adventure, because Galeem already copied him, obviously. But now, once we fight Mario, we will have the ability to play as him, and not just Kirby. We won't be locked to Kirby for this whole journey. Unfortunately, though, unlike Subspace, this game does not have very many cutscenes. It has some like mid-game cutscenes, but like not too often does it have cutscenes. So we won't see like, you know, Mario and Kirby like shake hands or whatever like they did in like Subspace. But I like to believe that this is like a nice reference. But also Mario and Kirby are like good average characters that everyone can just kind of get a hold of. Because they are locking you to playing as specific characters, it makes more sense to play as like the characters that are more easier to control. You can change the fighter you want to play as in the party menu. So yeah, this is a good opportunity to take a look at the pause menu here, because we took a look at the spirit menu. Now let's take a look at the pause menu here. So we can manage our spirits, we can take a look at the party, we can change our fighter, which again currently we only have Mario and Kirby. Because we just unlocked Mario, we're gonna play as Mario. If you don't know, when you buy this game fresh out the box, when you buy this game fresh out the box, you won't have all the fighters available to you except for the DLC fighters that you had purchased. You only have the original 16 fighters from Smash 64, and one of the ways of unlocking all the characters, I believe, is by doing classic mode as well as World of Light. So you can, and I believe you can do like just multiplayer battles, and you'll unlock characters over time as well. But the best way to go about it is by going through the story mode. And then we'll talk about the skill tree a little later. Yeah, you can change the difficulty at any time. But we'll talk about the skill tree when we have enough spirits, or whatever the currency is. So this is the Guardian from Breath of the Wild. Pretty sick. I wish, I don't know if like certain amiibos are compatible or not. Oh, this is a stamina battle. That's the other thing that's really cool about this, is that it actually changes game modes as well. It's not just I was so close too.
Continue.
It'll actually change game modes. It's not just stock battles, and sometimes you can have multiple, things to fight, like the Yoshi or the Eevee fight, right? Things like that. Makes it a lot more interesting. What the? Oh my. There we go. Break it down, Mario. Look at him. Look at him go. Alright, so now that we have enough spirit orbs, or whatever the currency is, we should now be able to take a look at this skill tree. Just like any other skill tree that you might see in an RPG, it spreads out all the way to the edges here, and it'll provide us with different abilities that we can actually apply to our fighter regardless of a spirit. Oh, we don't have enough. But, so this one, for example, just simply increases the power of neutral attack, and this one over here simply increases the power of tilt attacks. So, alright, so fighters wait on each end of the crossroad ahead. Carefully consider which fighter you want to awaken first. Let's see the whole map here. We're kind of, we're like literally at the middlemost part of the map, right? And there's a lot of world to explore here. So let's go this way. Let's pick and choose our battles here. We have Sheep, Villager, and Marth. Let's go with Marth here. Primary types. There are 4 types of primary spirits: attack, grab, shield, and neutral. And, But now that we're here, let's go ahead and try some spirits out here. Why not? We don't have Pac-Man yet. You know what? Maybe the skill tree is what is like what's carried over with New Game Plus. I don't know. I just want to play as the DLC characters. I thought that was going to be the case, but you might have to just completely beat. You might have to completely beat the game in order to do it, which kind of sucks. I want to play as the DLC, so. As you can tell, Mario is not. Mario's not my character. Thank you. That's why I want Marth, because he is a character that I can use. Oh, use skill spheres to unlock skills that'll aid you on your adventure. Go to the skill tree in the menu. Okay, so now it explains it to us. But like literally anything can be a spirit, even fighters, but the fighters obviously are the ones that are used as puppets. Oh, it's gonna completely block us off. Okay. I forgot about that notion. It's been since 2018 that I played this. And you can turn it off if you want. And you can forget it too and get your money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Alright, who is this? Hilda? Is that what we're... Wait. What are we fighting right now? This is, Charlotte... Owlin? Is this from Fire Emblem? Am I, like, stupid or something? I didn't even switch to Marth. Luckily, unlike Subspace, we will actually be able to play as every single character in this adventure, so... Move your... Oh, maybe this is Castlevania. Maybe because we're literally fighting... I think we're literally fighting Richter here. Richter. Victory! Do 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 do. Okay, so yeah, so that's not the only branching path. Although this this game is linear, there's a lot of I forget how to run. Yeah, there you go. There's a lot of branching paths here. And there's a lot of different places that you can go, which is why I would like to limit my time instead of like, oh, let's go to this section and complete it. It's Rhine time! See, like, it has nothing to do with Xenoblade. We have a Xenoblade character in this game, and yet Ryu fits Ryan better, and he gives him a sword, too. So it's like, items come into play. And on top of this, it's an RPG battle with freaking stamina. Like, look how freaking cool this thing is. Like so much thought and energy has gone into this. Victory! It's so creative and clever and cool and awesome. It's sick, bro. Sick. Sick nasty. Okay. Bum. I can't wait for a remix of this in Legends. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Piglin. No. Chespin. I believe Chespin is a, oh my god. Chespin is a Pokemon, I think it is. Why? Why does that keep happening? As you can see, I haven't played this in... Oh my god, dude. Get off my screen. Jesus. I would, you know, it would be really cool if they like had if they had like a spirit that made it so that Marth had his old grab from Melee. That would be so cool. And the spirits are not just characters, they're items, they're everything. It's everything. And like in this case, Pac-Man is just going to focus on the bonus fruit here as like the main.
4, 3, 2, 1, victory!
That was really close. I didn't realize there was a timer. Okay. Moving on. Ooh, I don't remember what SP does, but it might be for. Yeah, see, so in this case, there's a lava floor, so we're gonna want lava floor immunity. Reach for the stars. I've heard this song. But like at this point in the adventure, you wouldn't have immunity to lava floor, so this might be cheating. But I assume if they have this, then this is how the game's intended to play. Like, just imagine if you like never played Spirit mode or Adventure mode in particular, and then you only played like Spirit board and you got a bunch of spirits, or maybe you waited until the DLC came out and you got a bunch of DLC spirit. You would still have them during this, so that's why I don't know. Aura. So like, yeah, there's different effects that the spirits can have, so you want to make sure that your supporting spirits have special abilities, or maybe even your primary spirits have special abilities. on top of making sure that you have an advantage over the spirit's type. So like right now, I had a type advantage, I had a level, a power advantage, and well, in the case of the last fight, I was immune to the lava floor, so it didn't even matter. Strength and rewards. Building your spirit team was strong against your opponents is wise, but your reward will be greater if you manage to win with a weak team. So it is incentivized to go in weaker. You might have a better reward, but like there's like nothing. There's nothing. Like I don't need anything. Like I've beaten this game already, so it's like I don't know.
Ready? Go!
Ow! You hurt me. Why are you hurting me? I wanna. Let me do it. Ugh. Get out of here. Bruh.
Victory!
Bruh. Charlie bit my finger. Charlie. Charlie. Ow. Ooh, I forgot about the cracking helmet thing. So, some spirits are actually called master spirits. And master spirits have these things called, you can now explore the caves. Have explore things or training things. Exploring. Spirits can explore locations and find hidden treasures. Given enough time, they may hit the jackpot. My name's Captain Charlie. Are you here for a research mission? Select the team members. Let's throw Gino in there. Let's throw Riku in there. Let's throw the Creeper in there. And then let's throw Tapu Koko in there. All right, let's head out. So they go and explore, and they do their thing, and they will be exploring for 6 hours, and you cannot use them in that time. So while you're off doing things, they'll be off like getting stuff for you. So
Ready? Go!
Hey. Whoa, hey now. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, I know it was a little bit of a longer video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like if you did. And if you're enjoying this series and the idea of this series, please hit that subscribe button as more episodes are to come. And we'll be starting out by defeating Charge and Chuck. So, yeah, if you guys are excited about the series, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.